Back at Chicagoland Speedway as the pit road is open for the lead lap cars. Mike Bliss comes in to the attention of his crew.
As the car runs, Mike Bliss's car gets tighter and tighter. They're going to make a wedge adjustment on the 20 car. He was expected to pit at lap 115 before the caution came out.
Just in front of Mike Bliss is Michael Waltrip. 4 tires, up 1 round on the track bar, half pound out of the right front tire. That means his car was tight. They're trying to loosen it up. Dave?
Bottom of your screen, Kyle Busch now all the way up to 3rd. His car a little bit tight off of turn number 2. Air pressure in the right rear track bar adjustment as well to try to fix that. Might be a little loose at the start of the run, but they think this will help Kyle a lot.
And Michael Waltrip at pit out, you see, is going to beat Mike Bliss off the pit lane.
And you see Bliss had a 19-second pit stop.
Hang up somewhere. What happened down there, Matt?
Wally, the hang-up was on the left front. Issues when they came around that left front tire. Lost a lot of time here on pit road.
Ooh, I hate it when I have issues on pit road. Okay, so a lot of guys now are going to have a decision to make to stay on the tail end of the lead lap or to pit for fresh tires here. We'll follow up when we come back to Chicagoland. We had the caution that came out in the middle of green flag pit stops, leaving 8 cars on the lead lap. Another 8 cars who had just pitted under green decided not to stop under the yellow. When the leaders pulled off, they moved up behind the pace car. The cars that pitted came out behind them. They're basically a mile and a half behind, but in front of the leader. Tail end of the lead lap. Got it? Yep. There we go. How'd I do?
You did pretty good.
All right, so the leader of the race is going to be Michael Waltrip in the 99. And
Which is this car back here.
Yeah, all of these cars in front of him,
All these guys right there
are on the tail end of the lead lap. And you see we've set a new record for leaders and lead changes in NASCAR Busch Series racing here at Chicagoland today.
And to further complicate matters, several cars stopped and topped off fuel the last lap of caution flag, thinking they might be able to run 78 laps.
Well, but if they get a caution in between them, they can stay on the racetrack.
Ah, the drama we weave.
Yes.
So Matt Kenseth, up at the head of the field, is actually the 9th place car. And let's see what happens. Green flag at lap 124.
Now this is when you're the leader. You really have to show a lot of patience and good judgment.
And Matt Kenseth, the 17 car, the reason they didn't pit, because remember, he made an unscheduled stop 20, 30 laps ago. So he has several laps on his tires, but he wanted to be in front of the leader, trying to get the lap back, still trying to win the race.
Caution comes out now. All of those guys will get that mile and a half to make up when the pace car would come out in front of leader Michael Waltrip. So that's what they're hoping for. And of course, whenever the field is bunched up on these restarts and the traffic is racing tightly together at high speed, things can happen fairly easily. Waltrip right in the middle of the group.
There he is on the inside of Joe Nemechek. Nemechek, the 87, trying to pin him down behind Hornaday. Oh, Robbie Gordon high.
Yep, just cost him a lap. He was in front of the leader. Look at Mike Bliss for the race lead, and Joe Gibbs, number 20.
Michael's going to have to give there.
In traffic, Mike Bliss gets the lead away, and here comes Kyle Busch in the 5.
That's the guy you got to worry about.
Kyle Busch in 5, I agree with you. Michael Waltrip, 99, is back up on the high side, his favorite spot to run, but with these fresh tires, it's obviously not the best place to run as Kyle Busch, the 5 car, goes by and takes over second.
Ooh, Kyle Busch a little bit loose getting in there.
Tries to run up underneath Joe Nemechek in the 87. The race for first and second is between the 20 and the 5. Mike Bliss and Kyle Busch. Michael Waltrip is 3rd in the 99. All those other cars around them are trying to stay on the tail end of the lead lap.
And the blue and white number 29 is Ricky Craven. This is his first NASCAR Busch Series race since the year 2000. Car out of Richard Childress stables.
That's that employee support of the Garden Reserve program that's had all the different drivers in it so far this year. Bobby Labonte drove it. Tony Stewart drove it. Kerry Earnhardt's going to drive it later this year.
Michael back up on the outside, and Kyle's got to be careful here. He's got to use his head on this deal. He can gain a lot of points today, so he doesn't need to force the issue. He's got a fast race car. He just really needs to be patient here.
And here comes Robbie Gordon back in that 55 car. Oh! Oh, did you see him slam on the brakes?
Caution is out for debris in turn 3. And all of those guys that are in front of Mike Bliss that were on the tail end of the lead lap are going to get a mile and a half back.
And Robbie may be the lucky dog.
Either he or Craven, I'm not sure who was in front when the field was frozen.
Waiting to hear and double check for sure. But you see Mike Bliss slowing down. The pace car will get in front of him. And all these guys, Matt Kenseth, Greg Biffle, Jason Leffler, Jeff Burton, Casey Kane, there's the debris, bungee cord looks like. Yep. Casey Atwood, Ron Hornaday. They all get that free mile and a half and get to come all the way back around.
And now they'll all go on pit road, get their tires, get their fuel, and they probably can go the rest of the way.
Yep. And it is going to be Ricky Craven that gets the lucky dog free pass.
Okay.
So he is a lucky dog.
Yeah, lucky dog, and that's going to put either Nemechek or Robbie Gordon right up there on the restart. Good position. Although as loose as Robbie's been, I don't know if he wants to be there.
So it's going to be 7 cars there, plus Craven, 8 cars. So we've just doubled the number of cars on the lead lap. All right, pit road's going to be open this time. And because we just had a caution flag and a lot of people just made pit stops, they're going to allow the lead lap and non-lead lap cars to all pit on this time around if they choose to. They call that a quickie yellow. And we'll see if anybody comes in. You know, because another
the leader.
No, they got to come in. They all got to come in.
For fuel anyway.
For fuel only. That's right. Here they all come.
As I was just going to say, is you have to remember in the NASCAR Busch Series, the number of tires you can change under caution is limited. So,
right.
All right.
You need that fuel.
Tires or fuel, what's it going to be? Leaders in.
Looks like everybody just put in fuel.
Yep. Fuel only for the 20.
But 17 has to have 4 tires. Wow. Look
the
out.
20 car, close call on exit.
I'll say.
Just needed a few seconds of fuel. He was 6 laps shy.
I see one
only
guy
on the
changing
5 car
tires.
of Kyle Busch. Greg Biffle will take fuel only as well. Both had tires left to put on. Neither chose to.
Well, Dave, the opposite end of the spectrum is a guy like Jeff Burton who's back in the ball game right now. 4 tires for Jeff Burton, a pound out of both left side tires, a quarter pound in the right rear. Car's a little bit tight. He said, guys, this car can win the race. Just give me a good stop.
Looks like Matt Kenseth's got tires. Casey Kane got tires. Hornaday.
Jeff Burton got tires. Jason Leffler.
Yep.
I think Johnny Sauter got a set of tires there, but he's not on. No, he's not on the lead lap there. Well, now things get interesting.
Yeah, this is going to get good now.
Here's the jam up on pit road we were oohing and ahhing about.
Watch the 20 here.
There he's leaving. Here comes the 18 of Yaley.
And then Michael Waltrip come out.
And those 2 cars are team cars, 20 and 18.
Steve Brisson, the 24 car, going down pit road.
Oh, there is contact.
They did make some contact.
But see, you know, you know, when you're a driver, you're relying on your guy saying, go, 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 clear, clear. So you can't see anything from the driver's view.
All right, 70 laps to go. Fresh tires for Matt Kenseth and Jeff Burton.
Gonna get
Will they
good.
be able to get through the traffic and up to the front?
All right, now the car in front, Robbie Gordon, is on the tail end of the lead lap.
Yep.
The car behind him, the red and white car, Justin Labonte, is the leader of the race.
Behind him and poking his nose to the outside, that white hooded car is J.J. Yaley from Joe Gibbs Racing. He is the first car to come off pit road that took fuel only. He is 3rd. Mike Bliss is 4th.
But Kyle Busch is 4th.
I'll check that. Yaley is 2nd. Bliss is 3rd. Busch is 4th. Michael Waltrip is 5th. I was counting Robbie Gordon, but he's on the tail end of the lead lap.
Gotta get Yaley. Bliss on the inside, takes that 2nd spot away.
Kyle Busch is right with him.
Right there. Man, what about the 18 car?
Both Gibbs cars having a great run today, and both can make it till the end. J.J. Yaley, what a great summer he's having. Scored a top 10, his first back in June in Nashville. Has a top 5 run, possibly even a win going today. And Benny, next month, he will make his Nextel Cup Series first ever start at Michigan.
All right.
J.J. Yaley won the USAC Triple Crown a year ago for open wheel cars, midgets, sprint cars, and Silver Crown cars. All 3 championships, same season. Driving for Joe Gibbs Racing on a program much like Penske Racing did for Ryan Newman a couple of years ago. Some races in the ARCA Series, some races in the Busch Series, some races in the Cup Series, the ABC program. It's kind of come to be known. So Bliss now back out in front. Here goes Kyle Busch around Yaley for second, or trying to, with Michael Waltrip there in the mix. And the question out there, does everyone have enough fuel to make it to the finish if we don't see another caution flag? We restarted with 67 to go.
And the answer is probably no. There probably will be a couple of cars that will make it, a couple of cars are out of fuel, and
there's Kyle Busch. Take a look.
Oh, wow, what a move.
And he's got it.
And Michael Waltrip goes with him.
I think Bliss may have got a little bit looser, slipped coming off of turn 2 there. Had to get out of the throttle.
And I think it shocked him so much when he saw the 5 car on the inside, he lifted off the throttle.
How about Mike Bliss there, Matt?
He mumbled something on the radio that said, "We do not copy." He said, "Guys, I'm sorry, we are blowing up."
Oh,
what a
man.
heartbreak for this team. So close to victory again. Gone.
Mike Bliss, former NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series champion. In his 60th start, best finish of 3rd on 4 different occasions. But he's off the pace and trying to struggle along as best he can. Yeah, you see the smoke starting to show from out the back of the car. And the caution's out. Trouble behind him off turn 4. Regan Smith in the 50 has gone around.
All right. Doesn't appear as though he's hit anything yet. Puts the car in gear, but is he going to get stuck? Is it too wet in there?
Yes, he is.
Look at all that water. He's not going anyplace.
We had 2 rainstorms here in the racetrack area yesterday. One mid-afternoon interrupted qualifying, dumped a lot of water for about an hour, but then one last night. Started about, what, 9 o'clock or so Central Time?
Regan, just shut it off. Until they get the wrecker out there on the hook, you aren't going anyplace.
Might have to get the rescue boat out there.
It takes about a dozen guys to push it out of there.
Well, they're going to get 3.
Okay, 3.
Here we go.
Yeah, I've been thinking about Matt Kenseth since that last restart. He came in and topped off the fuel, and he's one of the guys that took tires as well. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of progress he can make up through the field. He's 14th now with 61 laps to go, and he's got fresher tires than most of these guys in front of him.
Now, you asked the question a moment ago about making it on fuel. This is helping the situation.
Yeah.
It may be the fact that all of them can make it now.
But I think if you get Kyle Busch out there in clean air, it's going to be gone.
There's Regan Smith with his little loop-de-loop.
Here's where he should have stood on it.
Looking ahead from Jamie McMurray's onboard view.
Got in the gray.
Yeah, you got it really too high.
Spin in front of you. Got to spin in front of you. There you go. Just ease up. Stick the car behind you. Now come on straight through.
Okay. And so Smith has been bailed out of his troubled waters and comes in to get some fresh tires. And pit road is closed while the safety officials who came out into the grass to push him away get back into a safer position before they let anybody else come on pit road. So let's take a break here. Justin Labonte is the race leader. That's the good news. The bad news is Kyle Busch is now right at his back bumper with a very fast race car.